My name is Trinity Swopes, and on my persuasive your employee speech topic is over CPR. CPR is extremely important in today's society. One more person each year that learns CPR can possibly save another person's life. For example, if you're at work, let's say you are in a group of 10 people, you're walking into a meeting. Then all of a sudden, your coworker instantly passes out and hits the floor. Everyone panics, rushes over there, tries to see what's wrong. He is unresponsive. His face is blue, and his lips are turning purple. And you see that he is not breathing. You can't hear him breathing. Instantly, yes, call 911 and try to wake him. But between that time that you instantly call 911, it will be around, depending on how far the company is from the ambulance station. It might be 5 minutes, it might be 10. Those few minutes that you can save that person's life by doing CPR instantly can possibly save that person's life. There are different ratios to how long the brain can actually live without having any oxygen. And it's between 6 and 10 minutes. After between 6 and 10 minutes, you will be completely brain damaged. And if you can help that person by giving CPR by time before the ambulance arrives, and then when they get there, let them take over, that person has a higher chance of living than someone else. CPR is different for the different age groups. Infants, you don't want to do the same chest compressions as you would do on an adult, on an infant, due to the fact that they're smaller and more fragile. So I will try to demonstrate the difference for you. So I got a baby doll from my cousin to demonstrate the difference in CPR. In infants from newborn to 1, for CPR, you would need to make sure their airway is open. So as you try to wake the infant up, you can tap them on the foot to see if they'll move around. If they don't cry or move any of their other limbs, they need to be an inch or 2 inches above their mouth and try to see if they're breathing and watch their chest rise or fall to see if they're breathing. If not, and they're not breathing, they're not moving, you need to open their airway. For an infant, you just slightly tilt their head back. Not much because they're very flexible. So the airway will be open. So for an infant, newborn to 1, you use your thumbs. Instead of usual chest compressions like this as you see on the adult, you use your 2 thumbs for an infant. For instance, you will find the nipple line of the infant. You will put your thumbs right here in the middle of the line and have your hands around the infant so you'll be able to be stable. Make sure you are on a stable platform. You don't want to do CPR and fall through a table or something like that. That will make it even worse. So, for an infant, you do 15 chest compressions and 2 breaths if you have 2 rescuers. If it's only you just do 30 compressions and 2 breaths. So you'll compress 1.5 inches down, just like this. And you would count out loud 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until you get to 15. Then you would give 2 breaths. And if this is your kid, it's okay to give 2 breaths without having an actual air, like a breath mask on there. You will simply put your mouth to theirs. I'm not going to do it because it's a dog. Put your mouth to theirs. Instead of blowing all of your air, just kind of use a little bit, like you kind of puff your cheeks and blow into theirs, and you will see the chest rise and fall. You will do that 10 times, 2 times, I'm sorry. Then you will continue to do chest compressions as you were before, 15 times, then do 2 more breaths. But for a adult or a child older than an infant, you would do chest compressions differently because they're not that small. You would simply lock your fingers In the middle, I'll still use it all kind of in a way, but you do not do this on the infant, it's only an adult. In the middle of their chest, you will press down and do 30 compressions and 2 breaths. If you don't know this person and it's just a random bystander and you don't want to put your mouth on someone else, it's okay just to do only chest compressions. The main reason for CPR is to get the blood flow to go up to the brain. Whenever you're pressing someone's chest down, you are actually that pumping mechanism for the heart. That's what CPR really is, to keep that blood flow going so the person will have at least that until someone can get there. If they had a cardiac arrest with a defibrillator, attach it to their chest. You have to be medically trained how to do that. Attach it to their chest and try to shock them and bring their heart back to the right rhythm. But CPR, keeping that one person blood flowing as a pump for their heart, can save that person's life. Because if that ambulance takes 10 minutes to get there, after 10 minutes, their brain is completely damaged due to lack of blood flow and oxygen to their brain. So you can be that one person at the office whenever someone needs that one time, didn't know that they're having to have heart history, fall out have with cardiac arrest. You can be that person to save your coworker's life. So thank you.